Yo, what's up guys? Before I get into the video today, if you guys are a Chicago Bears fan and want to keep updated with them just like I do on this Chicago Bulls channel, definitely go subscribe to my second channel. It's literally the same as this channel, it's just inside the Chicago Bears. I'm going to start posting Bears content on that channel soon, so if you're a Bears fan and want to support me and of course stay updated with the Bears as well, definitely go subscribe. You know, I'll have that in my community tab, and I will have the link to the channel below this video, so definitely go subscribe if you guys want to, of course, stay updated with the Bears as well. Alright guys, so let's be honest, this past week has been pretty crazy with all the rumors surrounding the Chicago Bulls and Zach LaVine. And if you guys missed out on my last video, it was pretty much about Zach LaVine possibly getting traded and like NBA teams monitoring the Chicago Bulls and Zach LaVine. If we do decide to keep Jim Boylen, a lot of NBA teams around the league are like predicting Zach LaVine to request a trade. And honestly, I would hate to trade LaVine, but at the same time, I don't blame the man. I wouldn't want to play another year for Jim Boylen if we do decide to stick with him. But I'm going to be honest, as of right now, I don't think the Bulls are sticking with Jim Boylen, and I definitely don't think we're going to trade our best player in Zach LaVine. So of course there's rumors about that going around right now, but there's also been some rumors about like the most likely Chicago Bull to get traded, because a lot of NBA teams, yeah, they're watching the Zach LaVine situation, but a lot of people still think the Bulls are going to fire Jim Boylen and keep LaVine. So the Bulls' #1 trade target right now, or most likely to get traded, will be Thaddeus Young and possibly Otto Porter Jr. There's been some rumors going around saying that like the Chicago Bulls are shopping Thad Young a little bit. I know during the season there were some trade rumors with Thaddeus Young, and like the Clippers were really interested. You know, I liked the Thad Young signing when we first like announced it, and I thought he'd be a good veteran to fit with us and help our young core. And I'm going to be honest, Young, you know, he didn't really act like a veteran this season. He was really unhappy with his role, and I don't blame him, but at the same time, he's a veteran. He's been in this league for many years, and he was crying about not playing enough minutes and all that. He also doesn't have the best contract for us. I believe we overpaid for him. And at the same time, he's not really like a good veteran to fit with this Bulls team, especially like the offense we were running and probably are going to run. Thad Young's not a terrible player by any means. I just believe we could have a better power forward, especially since we're overpaying him a little bit too much in my eyes. And I feel like he just really doesn't fit in with the Chicago Bulls, our offense. He's not the best defender. You know, he's a good hustler. He's kind of small for being a power forward. But the main picture is, I don't see him in our future plans. So it wouldn't surprise me if the Chicago Bulls try and trade Thad Young. You know, like I said, there was rumors earlier this season, and I expect them this offseason and all the way until next year if we don't trade him before the trade deadline, of course. And another name that I can see the Chicago Bulls possibly trading is Otto Porter Jr. You know, he has a player option this offseason whenever that begins, and he's projected to make like $28 million for next year if he accepts that. And he'd be dumb to say no to that, let's be honest. He had a terrible season. He pretty much didn't even play for us last season. So he is 100% going to accept that, especially with like the weak offseason this year and the salary cap projected to go down for many off seasons to come. So there's no way he's going to turn down $28 million a year. And I'm going to be honest, I like Otto. You know, I like the whole trade when we traded for him. He's a good 3-and-D veteran. You know, he's a good player. He just can't stay healthy. You know, he's a good three-point shooter. He's a good defender. He fits our Bulls roster, I'm going to be honest, but he is way overpaid. And let's be honest, I don't think our new front office is going to want to re-sign him when his contract's up. I'm sure Otto is going to want another big payday, which I don't believe he'll get, at least not from us, hopefully. So I do see the Chicago Bulls letting Otto Porter Jr. walk next year after he accepts his player option and all that. So if the Chicago Bulls aren't that high on Otto Porter Jr., you know, we just brought in a whole new front office. I could also see us possibly trading Otto Porter Jr. maybe to like a contender, because after he accepts his player deal, he's pretty much on a 1-year contract, so his contract won't be on the books for any NBA team afterwards. You know, I'd take anything for Otto as well. I like him. He fits our roster, I'm going to be honest, but we're not going to bring him back. I don't see that happening. So we might as well at least try and trade him and get something for him at least. And the second topic in today's video is about Adam Mokoka, and he is still like signed with the Chicago Bulls technically. You know, he was our two-way player this season. You know, he's a really good two-way wing, and he's still super young. He has a lot of promise and potential, I believe. You know, he played very limited minutes during this season, but anytime he did play, you know, he was a good three-point shooter, and he was a great defender, and of course, he played good defense, and he always hustled on the floor. And talking about him, I hope the Chicago Bulls stick with him because we have traded way too many young players. The Bulls don't ever stick with young talent. We like to trade them. We don't leave them a chance to like develop and become good players. I really like this kid. He's still super young. And speaking of him, he won the MVP of the French summer competition overseas. So good for him. I'm happy for him. I hope the Chicago Bulls stick with him. Like I've said, he's a good perimeter defender. And he's really effective at attacking the basketball. And he's been working on a more consistent three-point shot. And hopefully we stick with him and he becomes a good NBA role player in this league. I could see that. Hopefully the Bulls will get a chance to hold on to some type of summer camp in the next few months to see what he's really about. I am really high on this kid. I hope we keep him, but the Chicago Bulls tend to do really dumb stuff, so who knows. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to have videos out this whole week. I'm going to be posting like Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. pretty much every week now, so stay tuned for that. No premieres, just automatically dropping at 5 since that's what you guys like. Also, like I said earlier in the video, if you guys are Chicago Bears fans as well, just like I am, and want to stay updated with the team, definitely go to subscribe to my second channel. The link will be below this video, and I'll see you over there on that channel as well. But this is still going to be my main focus, so don't worry. I'm just going to be putting out maybe like a few Bears videos a week if I can. So definitely go subscribe to that channel as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about these topics in today's video. Thank you guys for all the love and support on the channel recently. Have a good one.
I wanted to be part of this because I was accepted in this club. There was no racism, there was no, this guy's not this, this guy's not that. It was about, can you play or not? Can you play? Are you a competitive person? Do you care about the game? And that's what this park meant to me, and still does. I brought my daughters here 2 years ago, and we played in this park. And they got a feel for, you know, what it was like and how it felt. This day is not about, you know, what my career or that I'm in the pros or coaching the Bulls. It's really about, can we make this a movement, what's going on right now, or just a moment? Can we make it a movement? Can we use the negative, awful things that have happened, not only George Floyd, but everything else that has happened, and use this moment to start something positive. And when I talked to Pop about it, that's why we're here. We have to acknowledge our mistakes. We have to own up to the things we've done wrong. And we got to hope and pray that we can heal and we can move on. And that's what today's about, and I'm excited about it. And I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I'm so thankful for the timing, because the usual NBA schedule, I probably wouldn't be here because of our summer league obligations, but it worked out great that I could be part of this. Pop asked me to talk a little bit about, you know, what we're doing as NBA coaches. We have a committee of 30 NBA coaches that are fighting for racial justice, for police reform in our communities. In Chicago, we have fought for the 8 Can't Wait. 8 Can't Wait are 8 police policies that we hope every city adapts to and uses. Mayor Bliss, I think, has committed Karen to